Today, race has long since ceased being a basic requirement of citizenship. We have and enjoy all the civil and political rights, liberties and benefits of citizenship as citizens of the Republic of South Africa. There is one common South African citizenship, and no citizen can be deprived of citizenship by any person or authority. All citizens of the Republic today are free to make political choices, and in particular, have the franchise and are free to form, join, or participate in the activities of, or to campaign for, or to recruit members for political parties. Is there anything at all that we can do to ensure that our post-1990 political models, which are predicated upon the centrality of the Constitution, the rule of law, and the separation of powers, do not, as a result of government's non-compliance with court orders and the law, degenerate and morph into a dictatorship? Our Constitution has, in addition to the courts, provided in it what are referred to as Chapter 9 institutions, independent watchdogs that are intended to support and strengthen our constitutional democracy. The Chapter 9 institutions, as the Constitution says, are independent and subject only to the Constitution and the law. They are independent in particular from the government and are not subject to national executive control. They are not organs of state within any sphere of government. Their independence is twofold. The first element of their independence is that they should have financial independence, namely the ability to have access to funds necessary and reasonably required to enable them to discharge their functions under the Constitution and the law. The second element is administrative independence, which implies that there will be no external control over them in respect of those matters directly connected with the functions they perform under the Constitution and the law. While the Constitution sets high ethical and professional standards for the exercise of public power and imposes obligation upon the state to ensure accountability, responsiveness, and openness in government, and demands that budgetary and expenditure processes are underpinned by transparency, accountability, and effective management of the economy, it is fair to accept that such values are not adhered to at all times by all holders of power. Our constitutionally guaranteed and enforceable socio-economic rights, the enjoyment of which in many instances depend upon the availability of state resources, we may wish to ask ourselves where the money will come from. Virtually all our democracies are, in the case of South Africa, for example, the cost of debt servicing has since risen to 128 billion per annum. Is it prudent to dig ourselves further into debt as the cost of the indigent and future generations?